Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight is Wednesday. I'm not too late tonight, even though I had late clinic. So we are going to make a Santa tonight that I cut out about a week ago, and hopefully we'll get some people on. I don't see anybody yet. I got all my stuff together beforehand so we wouldn't have to be doing all that fumbling around while I was waiting on everybody to come on. So hopefully we will get some people on and you'll get notified. And Lord, okay. While I'm waiting on anybody to come on, if you do not see the live button in the upper left corner of your screen, then please hashtag replay. I'm going to cut these little eyes out. Hey Janet, how are you? I'm glad you got your box because I was worried about that. So I'm glad you're here. Uh-oh. So I'm taking the backs off of these. These are really for putting eyes on different like fabric items, and so they just go in there, but I want them to be flat, so I'm taking that off. You love your elf. I'm so glad. I thought it was cute. It's really cute. For sure. Hey, Miss Paula, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Hey, Diana, it's so good to see you. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody received everything in good condition, because they have been bad before at UPS and USPS. So I tried to put as much packing in there as I could. Hey, Miss Lindy, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Debbie and Miss Janet. It's good to see everybody today. I did cut out a Santa, and this is just a piece of pallet board that I had left over. I've got lots of pallet boards in there, and I'm trying to use them before I call that lady back to get some more. I'm so glad. I worry every time I send something out that somebody's going to get something that's damaged. And hopefully they can fix it if it is, but if not, then I hate that. I've got a little piece that I cut out also for the front of his hat. And then we're going to use some of this right here, which is just part of a mop. It's okay, Miss Janet. I've got a couple of pieces. We're either going to put a little star or we're going to put a little snowflake on here. The snowflake really is better for this, but we'll just see which one y'all want. And I've got a flat half a circle, and we'll use that for the nose. And we're going to use these little beady eyes for the eyes. I just like that when I have two pieces of material like this, two levels. To make it a little bit higher instead of just doing flat. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Hey, Miss Rose Anderson, how are you feeling, girl? I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Let me make sure that I put my arms up because I don't want to get paint over everything. I am going to make it a little rustic because I do have these that I have put in some coffee to stain it. And I just want it to be a little more not stark white. Yes, it's been a little bit since I've seen you. Hey, Miss Sharon. It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Hey, Diane. It's good to see you. All right, so we're going to paint this piece right here except for the back. We'll end up painting the back later to finish it out, but I just want to do the sides and the front. So I've got this just plaster from Waverly. It is chalk paint, but it is a different color instead of just stark white. I don't want to use the stark white. So we are going to paint the sides, and I pretty much sanded it. I might have a little straggler of a piece of wood. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on here. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Peggy, it's good to see you. All right, so we're just going around the edges here, and this way this piece will dry so we can put it on the top. I hope everybody's gotten their stuff. Really, it kind of got to you quickly because I think I sent yours off on Monday, and and it might have been Tuesday. It was Monday or Tuesday. So if you got it, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Miss Cindy, thank you. This is one of those from Beware Sportswear. Now I'm going to let that sit over here to the side so it can dry. And then we're going to do, let me see about where we're going to do this. We want it right up underneath here. This is where the little ball is going to go, right here. You can put a bell there. And we're going to do the beard this color. So we want it down here. And I'm just going to kind of go over this. We're going to put peachy color for the skin tone. And so I'm just going to kind of cover up part of this. I might end up doing more peach on there than this. Hey, Miss Pat Tyner, how are you doing? You're back home from visiting your family? Well, I'm glad you got to visit your family. I appreciate that for sure, because I loved having my children and grandchildren, even though my son won't talk to me. Hey, Miss Tony. Hey, Miss Robin. So good to see y'all. Now, I'm going to do a little bit right here on this edge because this is where a little ball is going to be. So I'm just going to make it right there, kind of the white color or the creamish color. I'm still kind of in the Christmas mood of doing crafts Christmas-like. I'm trying to get everything that I wanted to do done now. Because Christmas is like a week away, right? I just can't believe that this year has gone by so fast. And it kind of crept up on me. Did it do that to y'all? Hey, Miss Linda. I just wasn't ready like I normally am. And I feel like I haven't hardly done it. I know I've done a lot of Christmas crafts, but it just seems like I haven't. All right, so we're going to use the hot tool, and we are going to dry this. Hey, Miss Brenda, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I was rushing like a wild woman trying to get out of work and get here. Now, part of this is going to be covered up with this mop. So we don't have to worry so much about doing a second coat right here. We might have to do it right around where his beard goes like that. Hey there, Miss Sheila. How are you doing? Hey, Christy Orso. It's good to see you. Ooh, this feels so good. I'm so cold right now. And it's not really that cold outside. I think it's colder in my house. No, ma'am, Miss Connie, I haven't seen anything until just now. Or you said, am I seeing your text? No, ma'am, not until just now. So I'm sorry if I missed something you said. All right, this has got just a little bit more to dry right here on the side. And then we'll do the red up at the top. And we'll let this dry a little bit. Let me get the cream color out of this. I tell you, when I use that stuff, what's it called? Excelsior and all of that, I get it all over my table. Such a mess, and I don't... Can anyone see my comments? I see your comment now, Miss Mary. Hey, Miss Patsy Perry, how are you doing? All right, I'm going to take this and we're going to do this red. This is kind of a brighter red than I wanted to use. I was going to use almost a kind of a darker red, like a maroon, but I couldn't find it. All right, now I'm just going to kind of go right in there. Little bit, just like that, okay, because the white ball is going to be on top of that. And I am going to use a white one. I probably should have stained it with coffee as well. And I used to keep a little container that I spritzed. This may be it. Look at there. That's coffee that's been in there forever, so it's no telling what it's going to Ooh, smell like. May not be too good. Ooh. But we'll see. I'll go just a little bit right there. All right, we're going to dry that. And I thought I had a little bit. Let me see if I can spritz this. Let's just see. Okay, really? It won't come out. But I can take it out like this. It won't come through the hole for whatever reason. Let me see. I was wanting to spritz it instead of pouring it on there, but where there's a will, there's a way, right? You're on live, Miss Shirley. I did have a good day if you're talking to me, Miss Robin. All right. Smells like old coffee. Ooh, this has been in there for a long time. Wonder why it won't spray. Does it get, oh, there it goes. See, we could have done it better. When you spritz it on there, it does a whole lot better. What I'll do is try to dry it a little bit with the heat gun, heat tool. We got to dry the top of the hat anyway. Dreary in Texas where you were, and it's been cloudy and clear in Chicago since you got home on Monday. Well, that's good. I tell you one thing. Whew, that's hot. It's been warmer than normal for this time of year here, but we've had rain for like 10 days, and I'm really ready to see some sun. I'd rather see sun and cold weather than I had to see rain and warmer weather. Prayers, Steve Boss died yesterday. Who is that? Who's Steve? Oh, I know it. Yes, that's his name that was on Ellen. I know it. I saw that. He always seemed so happy, didn't he? I don't understand. If anybody, you know, needs to talk about anything, they need to do that if they can. It was. I saw that. I sure did. I forgot that was his last name. So sad. I thought maybe he had had a heart attack, but no. You're a sunshine girl in California. Well, I wish it would have some sun here. That's all I can say. I know it. I was shocked too, Michelle. Really, really shocked. All right. So, I'm going to get a little bit of our antique because I want that just on the edges a little bit and on the edge of his hat or the rim of his hat right there. Because I just don't want it to be just a plain old Santa. I know it. It made me sad too. I really liked him. He was always so happy, and so was his wife. I just don't understand. There's so many people that need help, and they just, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I don't think she knew either, his wife. That's terrible. Just broke my heart. So I'm going to take this and we're just going to do this little on the edge. I don't know if this will look good or not, but we're just going to do it anyway. Just on the edges a little bit. There, just like that, just to give it a little something. Same thing here. I just want to do a little bit. And we'll keep going down a little bit, but that's going to be covered up. So it doesn't matter so much. And I'm just going to go right in here. You're not going to see it down there at the bottom, but I just want to do it a little bit. Just to give it a little something, a little bit better. Now I'm going to try to do a little bit on the red, but you're not going to see it as much. could have probably done it with something else, but I don't really know what else, so we're just going to go with this. Just to give it something. Do the same thing right up here above his, on his hat. You know, in the wintertime when it's all dreary outside and we don't want to go out or do anything, you know, it kind of is depressing a little bit. It could be a gnome, Miss Mary. Yes, it could. Now, I'm going to just, well, I should have kept the lid open. Hey, Lolita, how are you doing? Yes, I agree with you, Lolita. My mother has major depressive disorder, and so I know how it is with mental health issues, and it's just sad, really. I think I'm going to do a little bit of this. Let me do it on this one. Just so it'll show up better. And the same thing for this. I'm just going to put a little bit of the white on top of it, but kind of make it look old looking, just like that. It's kind of got both of them. Let me see. Do a little bit of the brown on top of that. It's harder to see. I haven't put as much on there as the other one. Hey, Shalon, how are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, now I'm going to take the peachy color, and I've got some left in the bottom here. I did open it up so I could use it because I don't want to waste any bit of paint that I have. That's it. Did it go off for a second? Goodness. Just hopped on here. He sent you a friend request. Okay. She must be talking to somebody else. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to go right here where our face is going to be. And I'm just going to do this. And I do want to get a little bit of brown. I'm going to use this teddy bear just so it'll be a little bit different. Says, glad to be catching you live. Well, thank you for coming on live with me here. Let me try to squeeze this little bitty bit out. This is full. There. Always something. Let me see if I can, I think the middle one may be the good one. So let me go ahead and do this color. I'm going to put a little bit of the blush on there. But I want this to dry before we do anything, and I want to use the brown on the edge of the face. So let me see what we can do here. I'm just going to do it on the edge. We're just going to go right in here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm kind of covering up where I did some of the brown earlier. Right. All right, so this is what it looks like right there. That's his face. One side's a little bit thicker than the other, but it's okay. All right, so let me move that out of the way so I don't put my arm on it. This is going to be covered up, even though I have this as part of his face. Part of that's going to be covered up with this little piece right here. Just want to make sure that it's not got any wetness on there. We got to dry his face. Thank you, Miss Tony. All right, so we're just going to dry this. We want it to be nice and dry for when we put the hot glue on there, and also a little bit of that other glue gel. I just want it to be able to stick pretty good. Let me find it here. All right. I probably need to get more. I didn't do that when I went to the Dollar Tree. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of go across here, just with a little bit, and then we're gonna use the hot glue as well to make sure that it goes pretty good. So I'm just gonna go across here, just like that. If it goes over the edge, it's okay. We can always wipe that part off. Now I'm gonna just stick it right here. And I want it underneath where the little ball's gonna go. So I'm gonna have to cover up this part right here. I went up too high. So we can always paint over anything if we mess it up, and I did a little bit. So let me get the red. And do it across here. That's a different color red. All right, so let me dry that. That way that skin tone is covered up with the red. All right, then we're gonna use this. Now I've got a few little pieces in here, and so some of them are longer and everything, so we're gonna have to cut some. And I'm still letting the nose dry. We're not gonna worry about that right now. I'm gonna take this smaller piece and maybe cut it in half, and let's just see. We want him to have a little bit of a beard right here and a little bit of a mustache. So let's just see. I might cut it even more because these are a little bit littler. So let me cut those. And this one's a little one. And that's probably enough for a mustache. See right here, right in there. And then we're going to take the longer pieces and we're going to cut them probably about like this. So we're going to split them in half and then split them in half again. And we'll cut all these pieces off. But I just want to see what I've got, because I just put a bunch of these. I took it apart and then I put it in the coffee mixture and just let it sit there. I like the browner ones the better. They're really cute. All right. So we're just going to keep doing it until we have it all covered. Thank you. Who's got those little emojis on there? I'm just going to... I tell you, every day I see something about a celebrity that's passed away. It's really sad, and young people too. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a little bitty piece. I've got a little piece here. I don't know if this will hold it or not. I might have to get a smaller piece of raffia or something to hold it. Let's see if I can do it without tearing it. Okay, it kind of pulls off a little bit, but I think it's going to hold it. Let me just tear that part off. You just want it to look a little bit different, like it's the mustache. And then I think I'm going to take these and we're just going to put one little thing on at a time, right up underneath here. I'm just putting it kind of right here towards the bottom. And I'm going to cut these. This is not the right scissors. This is. And this will give you 4 when you take one whole thing. So I'm going to just put it kind of up underneath where this is. We're just going to see what we're going to do here. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with these. Right here. They don't have to be the same. We can cut them and see how we're going to do. And some of these have more stain on them than others. Hey, Miss Vicky, how are you doing? Don't know how long you can stay. It's okay. We were just talking about depression. You stay as long as you want to. And if you need anything, you let me know. All right. We're going to put a few more on the top of this. And I'm just cutting them to make sure they're 4 pieces. Is Michelle drinking something? What are you drinking, Michelle? Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to do it like this. All right, and I'm going to get one more, I think, to put on the top, and then we'll glue it all down. I just wanted to see how many I might need. And you can use anything you want to. If you want to use fabric or whatever for his beard, you can do that. I'm going to take just, these are not very heavy. They're just, you know, from the mop. And I'm going to put this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the nose on here. And we're going to put the eyes right next to the nose. Kind of up a little bit. And I'm going to just take some hot glue and just putting it right next to it. Oh, it's cute. These are big eyes compared to everything else. I've got some hot glue over the edge here. God, I hate when it does that. So far he's got his eyes, his nose, and his mustache on there. We might trim it up a little bit. Now we're going to take just a couple of these at a time, and we're just going to go down the whole beard here. I'm going to take it and go slightly up underneath where his mustache is. That way this is covered up some. We're going to get it to the end over here, to the edge. And we'll worry about, once we get one layer on, then we will, and put a few on the top. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so this is the way it looks right now. We're just going to get the top layer on. I'll probably put some on the sides as well. But we'll see what this looks like first. I'm just taking a couple at a time. The weather must be affecting my internet. I don't see it going out over there, but it does keep messing up. Hopefully it's just a second and you don't notice so much. So we're just putting a couple pieces on at a time, and we'll trim it all up so it looks a little bit better. But I'm trying to tuck it underneath. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. So we can take the scissors or something to kind of go right up underneath there. And his mouth is not really going to show. I have to say that. Thank you, Lolita. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. I was wanting to go buy, they have soap on sale. I say soap, hand soap at Bath and Body. And I was wanting to go by there, but I'm like, oh, I have my live tonight. I can't go by there on my way home. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? You had a good day today? So maybe tomorrow they still have the sale, you think? I hope so. What are you saying? We're one big family. I know. Gosh. Sometimes I feel depressed a little bit, but it doesn't get me down too much. But I know a lot of people suffer from that. My mother's one of them. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. I'm going to go on the side a little bit. And we're going to put a couple pieces on there so it looks like it wraps around. Let me see. I'm going to stick one more on there. We got plenty here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just so it looks finished and wrapped around. I need one more piece. So let me do these, not tear them, but cut them. They come out pretty long, you know, the whole thing, because I think it's like this. And I think this one came from the Dollar Tree. I bought one or two from Amazon, and then I've got a couple of them or several of them from Dollar Tree. All right, so let me put another one here so it'll be completely finished on the side. Maybe I need one more. So it'd be really full right there. Always, I love to come on here and show everybody stuff. All right. So we're going to put some on top of it. We want it to be a little bit fuller. So I've got a few smaller pieces here, and we're going to cut a few more because I think it's going to need it. Hey there, Miss Jerry. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. I've got 4 pieces here. I'm going to put them in the middle. And we're just going to go right in here up underneath where his mouth is. And I'm kind of going to put it up underneath where the mustache is a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit at a time, just so it doesn't look funny. Still gonna do that. Let me show you what it looks like when I get these 2 little pieces. One more right here. It looks like it doesn't look even. So here he is, and you can add it as thick as you want to. We're going to put a little thing on the top here, but he's cute like that, even though you don't see his mouth. I guess he's just shutting his mouth for right now. Let me put one little thing right here because I got an extra piece. I'm just putting a few little pieces extra on here. These were kind of pulled apart a little bit. And they just look a little different, so I'm just putting them on here. Their strands pulled apart. All right. Ooh. Okay. So there is that, and you can cut it. It's actually further down than the piece of wood right there, so you can do whatever you want to. But now we've got this, and this is pretty dry. I did use the heat tool to dry this, so it's got some coffee on it. But I'm going to put this right here, a good generous amount, and we're going to just put this on top of it. These are the balls from the Dollar Tree that I got. Thank you for sprinkling, Maria. I have to fill my shelves again. Isn't that the truth? All right, now do we want the star? It's got a little bit of white right there. All right. Do we want the star on there, which is smaller, or do we want this, even though I'm going to put it up higher? Which one do you want? I'm kind of partial to the snowflake. It actually is a little bigger than the star. Both of them came from the Dollar Tree. So maybe the snowflake. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. So I think I'm going to do the snowflake, since nobody said. Right. And I'm just going to put it like right up here a little bit. Snowflake, yes. Okay. Good. It's a little bigger. It looks better, I think. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of my blush, and we are going to put it a little bit on our nose here. And I kind of just rub it on there and push into the whatever I'm putting it on, which is a little wooden ball. And I'm just going to put a little bit on his cheek and a little bit on the other side. One cheek's bigger than the other one, but it doesn't matter. All right. So here he is. Isn't he cute? I like him. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. He'll like him. He turned out really cute, and his little beady eyes are really cute. See, they're a little dimensional. Those are the almost like buttons. You can use buttons and just take the back off like I did for the eyes that I had. Thank you, Lolita. Thank you, Miss Pat. Thank you, Miss Robin. Thank you, Miss Paula. I'm glad y'all like it. He might need a little trim, but I kind of like it. Just to make him a little more even. He's not totally straight. There. That's a little bit better. Here we go. Thank you, Miss Jerry. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. I got it from Beware Sportswear. If you haven't used your coupon code yet, then please use Hummingbird15 and get 15% off at BWEAR.com. And you can get you some cute little t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff. But I think he turned out cute, and he looks so much better with a little bit of blush on his nose, right? And we could take a little white and go on the top of it, but I don't think I will. I think I like it is. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed this tonight. I have no clue what I'm going to do on Friday. I've got to figure it out between now and then, so I have a day, right? To figure it out. Does anybody want to see anything specific? Remember to post your crafts on Hummingbird Crafters. That is so correct. If y'all haven't joined Hummingbird Crafters yet, please do. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. For those stars. And hey, Miss Margaret. You like him? So I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do yet. We only have like a week left until Christmas. All next week. And then whatever's left of this week. So, I probably will do a few more Christmas crafts, and then we'll start going into the new year with winter things. And then Valentine's Day comes. Thank you, Miss Vicky. You too. I have to take care of everyone. My pillow is calling me. I understand that, Miss Rose. You have sweet dreams too, sweet lady. Thank you for the hearts, everybody, and the people that gave me the stars. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. I hope y'all enjoyed my little Santa, and I'm going to figure out something to do for Friday. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening, and I will see y'all on Friday at 6 p.m. Central. If I come on a little bit earlier than that, then I'll let y'all know. Thank you, Miss Connie. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.